We played a very solid, gritty Bucknell team here at the stadium last week, and we had a very solid victory. Offensively, we started slow and finished fast. We had scored our opening drive in the first 4 games, and really thought Bucknell came out and really did an outstanding job of defending us, and we slowly adjusted and did end up with a strong first half. We had 320 yards total offense and 28 points, fueled by a number of big plays. Colton Chappell continues to do a great job. Our senior quarterback from Alpharetta, Georgia, in a half plus 2 series had 120 yards rushing, 190 yards passing, and just did a great job of his decision making. We had a couple of big plays with some guys you'd expect, some new guys. Kyle Juszczyk, our All-American tight end from Medina, Ohio, who's really a special player. He went to 2nd on the all-time touchdown receiving list at Harvard, and he's a throwback guy. Extremely physical player. Now we can play him in the slot, we can play him at wide open, we can play him at fullback, H-back, or tight end. Very tough to defend because he's always in the game in multiple positions. But Kyle caught a simple seam pass and then ran over 4 guys. And it's not uncommon. And I made the comment that it's, we kid ourselves in meetings that it's like a comet. He just leaves all this debris in his wake, and he can stiff arm. He can just really an amazing kid. And we also have a new kid. Andrew Fisher is a freshman wide receiver from Diamond Bar, California, who more or less is taking on the role that Saitu Smith had when Saitu got injured very early in the season. He took a reverse to the house for, I think, 59 or 60 yards, something like that. Kid's probably 5'9", 165 pounds. Doesn't look like much, but very physical for his size, very confident in a very unassuming way, and has really just picked us up when we didn't think we had someone with that specific skill set. Defensively, we continue to play at a very high level. Our defensive line has played tremendously. And Zach Hodges, the sophomore defensive end from Atlanta, Georgia, was a very kind of unique story. Had a couple more sacks and tackles for loss, and I believe he leads the nation in tackles for loss. Is that correct? And he's in a 3-man rotation at defensive end. The other guy, Nnamdi Obukwelu, who's really starting to come into his own, is a great story. He's the one of 3 Obukwelu brothers who have now played for us. He's number 2. But we had Ifeanyi, who was a walk-on for us, Nnamdi, who's a redshirt junior, and Obu, who's a sophomore. And pretty amazing family. They came here about 20, 25 years ago from Nigeria with a little more than a tremendous work ethic, strong family values, and a very powerful belief in education. And now they're the 3rd. They're from Brockton, BC High, and they're the 3rd Obukwelu to play at Harvard. Really amazing story. And, I have a friend of mine named Paul Curtis, whose son played basketball at BC High, and he was asking me about the Obukwelu brothers. I said, yeah, it's been unbelievable. And he said, you got 3 now, right? I said, yeah. He said, what do you think? I said, I hope Mrs. Obukwelu continues to have children. So he fires back, what about Mookie? I said, there's a Mookie? There's another one coming up. So anyway, he's done a great job, and whole defense pitched a shutout until we put in the 2nd defense. They scored in our 2nd defense late in the game. As we move on, we've got a very important and challenging game this week at Princeton. Princeton, as Jack alluded to, is probably the most improved team in the nation. They went 2-18 over the last 2 years, and right now are 2nd in the nation in scoring defense. They have, year in, year out, probably the most talented team we play, arguably the most talented team in the Ivy League every year. But they've got 2 senior bookends that are really special players. Karan Reed, who's a 6'3", 305-pound NFL prospect at one end. The other bookend, the 3'4", is Mike Catapano, who leads the Ivy League in sacks, and they are arguably the 2 best defensive linemen in the Ivy League. And really have just, people haven't even come close to being able to pass protect against them or run the football. They're the nucleus of a very strong and rejuvenated defense. So big game this week on the road in Princeton. They're undefeated in the Ivy League, one of 3 teams, Princeton, Penn, and ourselves. So we have a huge challenge. I want to congratulate Jordan Harris from Bryant and Jonathan Oreo from Springfield College on your gold helmet accomplishments, and good luck to everybody.